Anna, okay, Irfan, Sana, Grishma, Hadi. So the last question we discussed was write a program to create a data frame salesman using the series salesperson. Book code, salesman names and quantity of sales of August. Is that the last question? No. Evelyn?
Ma'am, last question was creating data frame using NumPy and array.
Okay, okay. Okay. So creating data frame using NumPy and is the last topic we discussed. After that, I will give one or two questions based on this of names and the story of list. Okay, two questions are there. We'll discuss that question later. Okay. So the next topic it is selecting and accessing, modifying records from data frame. Selecting, accessing, and modifying records. Selecting, accessing, and modifying records from data frame. Selecting, accessing, modifying records from data frame. That is the next topic. First we discussed it is selecting. Select a particular set of row, we use slicing method. We already discussed with the slicing method in the previous portions. Slicing means selecting a set of rows. In case of string, we can select a set of characters from a string. Okay, just like that, we can select a particular set of row from a data frame using the slicing method. This is a program based on that slicing. That is, first I'm using import statement. After that, I'm creating which data type here, Meghna? Student base among which data type? Is it a list or dictionary or table?
Dictionary.
Yes, it is dictionary. So after importing, I'm creating a dictionary. The name of the dictionary is student. So I'm using name as key value. Different names are three names. Then English another key value with 3 marks. IP with another 3 marks. Okay. Then after that, I'm creating a data frame. The data frame name it is df2 pd.data frame student. Then df2. After this print statement, the output will just like name under name Ringu Ajay Pankaj. Then after that, under English 90, 95, 99. After IP, it is 99, 98, 97. Okay. Then I'm using a slicing statement, that is print df2 within square bracket 1 colon 3. What is the meaning of this 1 colon 3? You select first row, and second row. It will never include the third row. This 1 is the starting row number and 3 is the ending row number, but this is the stop value, that is last row, but that last row is not included in the case of slicing. Okay, so in df2 1 colon 3 means the row is starting from 1. 1 means it is not the first row, the index number starting from 0, so it will start from 1, that is second row. Then the stop value is 3, so the third row, that is the row number with 3 index value, is not included, so 1 and 2 is in your result. Okay, so that is slicing. I will explain with output. So this is the output. The statement is in df2. When we execute print df2, the output is under name Ringu Ajay Pankaj, under English 1995 99, under IT 99 98 97. Okay. If I am giving a statement like print df2 within square bracket 1 colon 3. Here, I want to select a particular set of rows from the data frame. For that purpose, we are using the slicing method. So, here the output is this 0th row is excluded because the starting value is 1. Then, only 1 and 2, 3 is not included. Here the index value is starting from 0. So our starting value is 1. So the first row with index value 1 is included and index value 2 is included. If one more row is there with A, B, C, something, then this is not included in your result because P is the stop value here. In case of slicing, stop value is not included. Clear, children? Clear? Yes?
Can you show the program again?
Okay, okay. So this is a student based on one dictionary. So name is the key. So the heading is name. Name. Under name Ringu Ajay Pankaj. Then under English 1995 99. Under IT 99 98 and 97. So I want to create a data frame using this dictionary student. So I will use the statement df2 is equal to td dot data frame within bracket right student. Then, so I'm just printing the data frame, so I will get all the result based on this dictionary. That is index value 0, 1, 2, and under name column, these 3 value, under English column, these 3 marks, under IP column, 3 marks. Then, from that data frame, I want to select only 2 rows. For that purpose, we are using the slicing. For slicing, 2 values are there. df2 within square bracket gives the 2 value. That is, first value is the starting value and last value is the stop value. Stop value is excluded. It is not included in the result. So 1 and 2 is included in your result. So select row number 1 and row number 2. Clear, children? Adi, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next one it is to create an indexed data frame using list. To create an indexed data frame using list. Indexed data frame means we can give index value instead of default index value. All of you switch on the video. Okay. So to create index in data frame, the statement it is, first I want to create a dictionary, that is the same dictionary I'm using and the previous question, that is student is equal to name, Ringu, Ajay, Pankaj and English, IP, just like that. After creating a dictionary, if I'm using df2, df2 is equal to td dot data frame within bracket student. After that, I'm printing df2. So instead of this statement, I'm using df2 is equal to td dot data frame student. That is, I'm creating a data frame with student. And after that, I'm printing that df2. Then the result is just like this. Okay. So there is no index value here. It is default index value. We are not giving any particular index value for this data frame. Here I am using default, or the interpreter use default index value, that is 0, 1, 2. Now I want to change this index value. Instead of the 0, 1 and 2, I want to give S1, S2, S3. That is the heading. To create an indexed data frame using a list. First here I am using a dictionary. For indexing I am using a list. Okay, so a normal program, the index value it is 0, 1, 2, that is the default index value. If I want to change this index value with a new value, that is S1, S2, S3, the statement is query dot data frame student. I want to create the data frame using the dictionary student. So student, after that use comma. I want to change the index. So first write the keyword index. Index is equal to use one list. Within that list, give the default, give the index value that we want to replace with this default value. I want to replace the 0, 1, 2 with S1, S2, S3. So I'm giving index is equal to within square bracket S1, S2, S3. So instead of 0, 1, 2, the output is S1, S2, S3. Then all the other data are same. Okay. Indexing means giving raw name to the data frame. Data frame, that is indexing. Index means raw name, giving raw name. So default row name, that is 0, 1, 2. I want to change this default row name. I want to change this default row name with S1, S2, S3. For that, I am using the statement pd.data frames after student. Student is the dictionary used to create the data frame. So first write the dictionary name student here. After that, comma, then use the keyword index. Index is equal to within square bracket, give 3 values, because we need 3 rows. So we want to give 3 row names. So S1, S2, S3. We can give any name here. Instead of S1, S2, S3, I want to place row name as A1, A2, A3. Instead of S1, you just give A1, A2, A3. So the output is A1, A2, A3. That is indexing. All of you switch on the video, children. Is it clear, this indexing? In all our program, these two parts are same. The only difference is that is based on indexing. The difference is index is equal to within square bracket give the index values. Okay, is it clear, Sana? Okay. So the next one is to change the index column. That is to change column heading. Change the index column. Start this program first. Completed, Meghna? We just check the output here. So this is the normal. This is the normal DF2. After creating a data frame using dictionary, if I just print DF2, the content is just like this. That is, this is the row values, and this is first column, this is second column, and this is third column. Then I want to change this name column as index value. I want to change this name column as index value. For that purpose, we are using set index function. Here, the index value is default index value, that is 0, 1, 2. Instead of that, I want to take this column name as index value. The output is displayed like this after set index operation. Okay, that is after this index value, the English value, the heading column name appears here, second column name appears here. So I want to change this default index value with first column value. So after using this set index function, the default index value is name. That is Ringu, Ajay, Pankaj. Row names are Ringu, Ajay, and Pankaj instead of 0, 1, 2 after using set index. So that is the process we want to do. That is, in DF2 means normal thing, that is 0, 1, 2 is the index, Ringu, Ajay, Pankaj are the names. Then for English, it is 90, 95, 99, IP it is 99, 98, and 97. Okay. I want to remove this default index value and set this name column. This is the first column, but I want to set this column as index value. For that purpose, we are using this df2 dot set index. Set index is a function used to set a column as index value. So I want to set name column as index value. If I want to set English column as index value, instead of name, write English. Okay. So here I want to set name column as index value. So write df2 dot set underscore index. It is a built-in function, set underscore index. So set underscore index is used to set a particular column as index value. Index value means row value, row name. Okay, so set index within bracket, first write the column heading. Here I want to set name as index. So write name here with single quotes, write name. After that comma, then another keyword used it is in place. In place equal to true. In that in place equal to true. Then only we can set this column name as index name or row name. So after executing this statement, output is name, Ringu, Ajay, Pankaj. Then English, it is 90, 95, 99. Then IPT is 99, 98, and 97. So this default value is removed, and instead of the default value, the row names are Ringu, Ajay, and Pankaj. Okay. Then, if you want to reset the same, this I want to just go back to the same output. Then what we want to do? Use reset underscore index function. Two functions are there. First one is set underscore index. It is used to set a particular column as row name. Here I am using name as row name. For that, set index name comma in place equal to true. Then I want to do the same process in reverse order. That is, after executing this statement, our output is this. Okay. And after that, I want to display the output just like with normal default index value. That is 0, 1, 2. Then name Ringu, Ajay, Pankaj. You want to go back to the same output, then use reset underscore index. Reset underscore index. The other things are same. The only difference is reset underscore index. If we used it to set a particular column as row name, to do the reverse, we are using reset underscore index. After executing this reset, the output is this. This is the output after executing set index. Is it clear, children? Set index and reset index. Any doubt? Anna, is it clear? Write a statement to set. Write the statement to set IP as index value. IP as index value, and also reset the same. And also the statement to reset the same. Just write that particular statement only, okay? All of you switch on the video. Evelyn, read the first statement for setting the index.
df2 dot set underscore index open bracket IP in quotes comma in place is equal to true.
Correct, Evelyn. That is, instead of name, I want to set IP as row heading. So df2 dot set index within single quotes write IP, and all the other things are same for all set index statement. Okay, that is the default parameters used. Okay, so then Hadi, what about the reset statement, Hadi?
df2 dot reset underscore index name in place is equal to true.
Is it name? I want to reset IP.
IP in
Ah,
place
instead of name, you want to write IP. Okay, Hadi?
Okay.
Okay, so df2 dot reset underscore index, instead of name, I want to reset this IP in the previous, just like our previous output. Okay, so instead of name, you just write IP. Okay, that is set index and reset index. Okay, then next it is adding or modifying a row in a data frame. Adding or modifying a row in a data frame. If I want to add a new row to a data frame, we can use lock. Okay. Lock is a built-in function used to add a new row to a data frame. Here, I'm using only two rows, that is Rinku, Ridu, Ajay with 89, 95, 94, 85. So here, student is under which data type, Amal? Student. Oh, here I'm using data frame creation based on which data type? Student. What is the type of student? So we are starting with square bracket. So student is a
I'm list.
yes, yes, it is list. Correct, Amal. So student is a list because we are starting the student with a square bracket. Okay. So after creating a data frame using student, the output is just like this. Then I want to add one more column to the data frame. Its values are one more row to the data frame. Its values are 44, 44, 44. So here the default index it is 0, 1, 2. I want to add third row with value 44, 44, 44. For that purpose, we are using lock of 3. df2.log within square bracket, write the index value. Here the index value is 3, which is equal to give 3 values. That is 3 values 44, 44, 44. So the values are added to the data frame. And one more option is there with this lock, and we are using ilock also. Okay, I will explain that lock and ilock in detail. So write the next heading, it is renaming column name in data frame. After that, I will explain that lock and ilock. Renaming column name in data frame. Just before we just discuss about the row naming. Okay, row naming is using set index or reset index. So next it is renaming column name in data frame. So I want to reset the values of column, that is include IP name. So renaming that particular column, we are using a statement and one second. Okay. So A1 is equal to 23 to 34, 45, and 56. That is, 4 values are included in a list. And using this A1, that is using this list, I am creating a data frame. The data frame name it is DF. DF is equal to PD dot data frame A1. So I am creating a data frame DF with values A1 list. A1 is a list with values 23, 34, 45, and 56. Okay, then print DF. I'm giving a print statement print DF. The output is just like this. This is the output. If I'm using print DF, output is the row names are 0, 1, 2, 3. The column name it is 0. Okay. In all the output section, the column heading is appears here, starting from here. You just run the program in the system. The column name is here. Starting column name is from the first position. That's why the column name 0 appear here. Okay. So if you just give a statement print DF, the output is row names are 0, 1, 2, 3, and the column name for this 23, 34, 45, and 56 is 0. And the question is how we can change this 0 with value admin number. Okay, how we can change this default column name with a new value admin number. For that purpose, we are using statement after print df. This statement is under the next line. This is next line. Okay, you just write this line under this print df statement. Okay. After print df, next line write df dot column is equal to within square bracket give column heading. So if I'm giving admin number within square bracket within single quotes, then we can set column heading as admin number instead of 0. So for naming or renaming the index value or column value as a new with a new value, then the statement it is df dot column is equal to within square bracket give the value within single quotes. This is the naming procedure for column. Or we can give a statement like this also. Instead of this df dot column is equal to admin number, we can give df dot rename. Rename is a built-in function used to name the column. All of you switch on the video. Okay. Okay.
And this df dot column should come below that print df.
What we do?
Df dot columns. That statement should come below print.
Yes. I just said it now. After print df, write this statement under this print df. Okay, it's a mistake. Just write this df dot columns is equal to admin number under this print df. Okay. So the first method for renaming a column it is after creating the data frame, just write df dot columns is equal to within square bracket give the column name. That is the first method for naming a column. Then the second method it is after creating the data frame, I am giving a name admin number to the variable d. Then use a built-in function rename. just like set index or reset index. So df dot rename columns is equal to d. What is d? D, it is admin number. Or we can directly give within single quotes, give the column heading. It is also possible. Okay. So df dot rename columns is equal to d, in place equal to true. In almost all the index value setting and for column name setting, we are using this keyword in place equal to true. It is compulsory. Okay. So either we can use df dot columns is equal to within square bracket single quotes admin number, or we can use a built-in function that is rename. Rename is a built-in function used to rename the column heading. So within that rename, we want to give two arguments. The first argument, it is columns equal to which value, which name we are using for this column heading. That is columns equal to. Columns equal to D means the value of D, it is admin number. Then comma in place equal to true. So those are the two statements to name column heading. Okay. For row heading, we are using set index. Then for column heading, we are using either we can use columns equal to list. Within list, we can give a new value, or we can use a rename function. Is it clear, Amal? Is it clear, children? Yes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. So here the column value, it is 0. I want to change this 0 as admin number. So for that purpose, we are using this rename or list. Okay. So this is the rename function. Rename using rename. Let's write this program. And 2%. Lastly, percent.
Yes, ma'am.
Lydia. Ashish percent. No. Elvina absent. Diana absent. Sneha absent. 100%. Just write this program. I will explain this program in the next class. Okay. So next period. 10th period. Okay. We'll continue this portion in the 10th period. Okay. Board number 11. Completed? Let's write the output also. The thing is that default column heading for this Amit Chedan Rajat, it is name. First mark it is for IP. Second mark is it is for maths. I want to rename this name IP and maths with NM, informatics and mathematics. For that function we are for that purpose we are using that rename function. Instead of name, I want to write NM. IP, informatics, maths, mathematics. For that, we are using a built-in function rename. Okay, children, bye.